Lisa, but you can call me Fox. I was born in a tiny island in the middle of the Pacific called Hawaii. After a few months of me being born, my parents decided to move to a different town in Hawaii. So they put me in the car and we drove to a new town. When I was only 2 years old, my mom came up to me, and I didn't know what she was really saying, but apparently she was gonna have a baby girl, which I was very happy about because I would have a sister. So now my family persisted of my dad, Antonio, my mom, Sandra, the 2-year-old me, and my now baby sister, Elena. One day I was sitting on a bench, and yes, I remember this day very well, and I was only 6 years old. And I was sitting on my little bench, and my mom was coming down the hill, and she was very happy. That's deformed. I am sorry. Let me fix that for you. And she was walking down the hill. My mom came up to me and she told me that she was going to have another baby. So me and my sister, Elena, we were very happy. Then one day, Emanuela was born, and she was very cute, and we all really loved her, and me and my sister Elena fell in love with our little sister, and we were all very happy and all had great times together. We were all very happy with the place we lived at, and we all sort of got along. I mean, we had our little fights, and we were all very happy until one day my dad and my mom came to give us some news, and we were wondering what's gonna happen. And then my parents said that we are moving to Brazil. And we were all very excited and happy. So in 2010, me, my mom, and Elena went on to this airplane, as well as my little sister Emanuela, in 2010. And we left my daddy behind, which was very hard for us. And he didn't want to be left behind, but he had to work so that he could pay for the trip, and we were headed to Brazil. After my dad came back and all of that happened, I was headed to my first day of middle school in Brazil, and I was not excited at all. Well, I was, but I didn't know what I was headed into. Called Rogacionista Xpiodosi. I don't know why I wrote that. So I was moving to this new school. I went into my 7th grade, and again, I did not know what was going on, and I was kind of lost, and I didn't know what was going on, and all that stuff happened again, which I didn't know what people were saying, and I was better at Portuguese, but still no one listened to me, and I really missed Hawaii. When I was about 11 years old, I was on the internet, and I will make some hair. I was on the internet, and I found this thing called H2O, and it was a show about mermaids, and I got very interested. I was so inspired by this whole mermaid thing I bought these tails that we custom made at the store. In 2010, me, Elena, and Emanuela, we made a show that we like to call Mermaid Scales. So, going up on our road in Brazil, there was my house, and there was a house way up there. And in this house lived Natalia and Camila. And Camila is our Sunday, by the way. And we became great friends with Natalia and Camila. We became like BFFs. And the reason is that they also spoke in English. And in Brazil, not many people speak in English. So here we are, four friends who pretty much don't know what they're doing because we're in Brazil and we all speak in English. So we all came together and we made Mermaid Scales even better. And Camila became the bad girl, and Natalia became the goddess, and we were all very happy that we started a show. One day I went to look on YouTube, and I saw that on my YouTube video there was a lot of hate on our videos, and I became quite sad that people didn't like my video, and I didn't like it at all, and I don't know what that is, but yeah. But I kept filming because it was fun, and all my friends loved getting together, and we loved making videos, and it never bored me out, even though people didn't really like it on the internet. After we were done with the first season, or almost done with the first season, I went to log in again, and there was a lot of good comments, and thumbs up, and checks, and good job, and we had about 500 subs, and I was very happy, and I told all my friends, and I was very happy with YouTube itself. One day I was doing something, and I don't remember what I was doing, or what I was playing, or whatever I was doing. My mom came to me, and she wasn't so happy, and I asked her what was wrong, and she said that we're moving back to Hawaii. I was very happy and sad at the same time, so that's my half smile. And I didn't really know what was happening and how this was all happening so quickly, and I had lots of questions on how we're gonna move and where we're gonna live, and I had to say goodbye to all my friends, and that's when I realized that I wasn't appreciating Brazil as much as I thought I did, and I should have, appreciated it more. So I went online, and I was gonna tell all my followers the good news and sad news at the same time, and I logged on, and there was a lot of stalkers, and I was kind of scared, and I was like, oh my, what is all this people wanting to know where I live? And my mom, she came up to me, and she said, strangers are everywhere, and so don't tell them where we're moving. Sorry, my handwriting's terrible. I was very upset that I couldn't tell my followers where I was moving. So sadly, and now I'm going to tell you guys all the truth, here comes a big secret. And I am going to make this video very important because I'm going to tell you the secret right now. And please don't be mad at me that I've been lying to you for about 2 years, and I'm very sad right now, and I'm sorry, but I came up with the story that I was going to the Bahamas, and until now you guys still believed I went to the Bahamas, But really, I was just moving back to Hawaii, and I am in Hawaii right now, and it's such a big lie, and I'm sorry about everything, but it's true. I moved back to Hawaii, not the Bahamas, but I had to come up with a story because I was scared that people would come and stalk me here in Hawaii, because there are many good followers, but there are also many stalkers in the world, and I just told you where I live right now, so please don't come stalk me. I'm not going to tell you where, but I did tell you where I live, sort of. So I went online and I told them that I'm moving to the Bahamas, and everyone believed me, and I felt really bad, and everyone had to play along, even my friends, and I didn't like that. But anyways, I had to move. So I moved to Hawaii, and that's where I am right now. And I went to middle school here, and I had lots of friends that I had in elementary here in Hawaii. But I went to school, and I was finishing middle school because in Brazil I didn't finish it all because I only stayed there for 2 years. So when I got there, I met this girl named Raynell. Here she is. And I became really good friends with Raynell, with Dana, who had short hair at the time, and I also became great friends with Ophi, and I became good friends with Tehani, and I became good friends with Kaini. So we were all good friends, let's just say. And we became friends in middle school, and these were basically my friend group there. And then high school came around, which I started this year. Woo! Whoop-de-doo. Great, I'm a freshie. So this past few months, I went to school, and it was high school, and I met Kyliana, which is another good friend of mine now, and I was with all my friends, and this is basically what's happening right now. And going back into the past, when I was in summer break this year, I came up with the daily Daisies because mermaid skills is kind of getting out of hand, because it's kind of a childish thing that I used to do when I was little. So I decided I would make a collab channel with people who were faithfully watching my show for so long. So I went on and I told people I was going to do a collab channel. So now I do a collab channel with Molly, with Camila, with Nia, Adrienne, Dee Dee, Emily, and sometimes Tiger, and with my dear self, Fox, which I gave myself a nickname because people say I remind them of Fox, and I'm very sneaky and whatever. And so yeah, that is basically my story. So I live here in Hawaii, and I'm a small town girl, and I am very happy with my friends, and school has lots of drama, but I like to take the trash and put drama in it, because I didn't make this video to tell you about all the bad things in my life. I just told you basically my life story. But in my life, I went through some hard times, and I am right now, actually. I am really sad because, funny, I miss Brazil, and I want to go back to Brazil, and all that. But I'm trying to appreciate Hawaii, because that's where I live. And probably when I move one day, I'm going to miss it here too. So I hope I inspired you to appreciate where you are and who you have as friends, because you never know when you might lose them. And so yeah, thanks for watching.